Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wine Unwind. And what is that?
It's breaking the rules, is what it is.
Oh!
It's breaking the rules, but
I'm breaking the rules,
what
too.
is that? What is that? What are you doing?
A Belgian white!
Oh
a Belgian
my god!
white!
You know what? At least it's a white. Like it's like a white wine. Like that could,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
let's
would,
see.
if nobody knew, like if nobody knew what Belgian Moon was, you could have lied to me. You could have said that's a Belgian white wine, and maybe I could have believed you, bro.
Belgian
Maybe
white.
I could have believed you. I don't know.
It's a Blanc.
Whereas for me, I don't know how many field watermelon lavender wines there are. Not that many, guys.
No watermelons. I'm going to just change the contrast a little bit here.
Sure, go for it, man. Hello, everybody, though. It is Friday evening, and that means that you boys like to get a little silly with it and talk with you guys about Blue Jays, about baseball, answer your questions, and break down the weekend series and everything that needs to go on. We titled this video, Blue Jays 1 game back from wild card.
Yeah.
I do see something from
I'll
Baseball
talk
Domain,
about that
and we're
in a
going to talk
second,
about
yeah.
that in a second.
I was like, what?
But Blue Jays 1 game back from wild card. We were live last night. It was a little brutal. I mean, we bow-leafed as much as possible.
We did bow-leaf.
But sadly, we couldn't get it done. So it just makes the next few games that much more crucial. But the good news is, and I didn't even know this until Baseball Domain just said it in the chat right now. So shout out to you. But Espinal's back.
Great. I love that.
Espinal's
I love
back, eh?
that. I didn't even know.
Wow, I
didn't
was
even
not
know.
aware. Yeah.
No. I mean, that's great. Like, I'm tired of seeing Jake. Lamb's not even on the team, but I'm tired of seeing
Valera.
Well, I know you're more tired than I am seeing Valera, but I'd much rather have Espinal.
At the end of the day,
it's much rather.
You know,
much rather.
like that's a 300 batting average guy right there that that you can just slot in the 9th spot. So I will happily accept Santiago Espinal on the freaking team.
Yes. Is he gonna help us get back into the wild card? Is he the difference maker?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be honest. I don't know if it's got anything to do with him. I mean, we definitely got to win. But I think the number one thing that I'm looking at is those Boston Red Sox. They are the guys. They are the ones who I am looking at and thinking to myself, they need to do it. They're going to be playing the Yankees for 3 games in a row in Boston. This is important. Tonight, it's Eovaldi versus Garrett Cole. I mean, that's both of their respective aces. I guess not because Chris Sale, but I mean, Eovaldi's still pretty good.
Is Chris Sale still on the COVID IL?
That's something that I don't know.
Question.
That is something that I don't know. But yeah, that's the deal, guys. We gotta win some freaking ball games.
We gotta win.
And we're gonna be going out with one of you guys' favorites tonight, Hot Take Hockey, and getting some beers on.
Yes.
And watching the game. I'm excited, bro.
Yeah, we'll be at Jack Astor's, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if anyone's there at Jack Astor's.
Jack Astor's
downtown.
We're gonna be getting silly, watching the Jays game. Who knows? You know, maybe if we're lucky, we'll film some sort of like some short with Hot Take Hockey or something like that.
John,
yeah.
Well, welcome everybody to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, I'm
today.
gonna say hello to everybody. Will Federico, Patrick Guerra, Fangirl saying hi guys. Can't stay long. I've got another stream to watch, but how was your day so far? It was excellent.
Very nice.
Thank you for asking, Fangirl. We totally understand. You got prior engagements. We're just a new YouTube channel for you, so you gotta go watch those other streams. We get it.
I'm
not upset about it that much.
It's okay, Nick.
Yeah.
Everything will be okay. She'll be back, I hope, right?
I hope you'll be back. You'll be back.
Have fun with Hot Take Hockey, she says.
So you guys know the drill. We don't have any callers in today, but we would love the cues coming into the chat. Hit us with them big capital letters so we can see them, because sometimes this chat can start moving a little quickly when we're on a thing. But up until that point, I'm going to take a sip of thing. I'm going to take another sip of thing. I'm going to go into the fucking box.
Do it.
And get a question
I'm
for
gonna
you
do
all.
more things here.
Alrighty, guys.
Just had to make sure the speaker was here so we could all hear everything. All right.
Yeah.
What is the question?
Let's go.
First question of the day.
Who is is better? Oh, we already got this one. This is Matthew Needham. He asked us this question in the chat last time.
Yes,
we talked about it, but he also asked it to us, and we put it in the box. And he asks, and I want to know from you guys as well, who is better, 2017 Aaron Judge or 2021 Semien? Or 2017 Stanton or 2021 Vladdy.
And the way that he structured that question made me say both the Yankees players because he just picked their best players.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, dude. I think that a serious argument could be made for Vladdy being better than Stanton.
That's
true. I mean,
true.
It's like Stanton did have 59 home runs, though.
Yeah.
So there's
that's the argument right there. It's like 59 homers.
And he also had an OPS over 1. So there's
Exactly. They're very similar.
Yeah.
I mean, so does Vladdy. OPS, I believe it's like 1030 or something around those lines right now.
Yeah.
And, it's just the home runs.
It's like,
how can you do that? You can't beat that. And Stanton had a monster year. However, what kind of year is he having this year? Because
this year, I think Stanton's still doing pretty good.
Still doing good.
Yeah, let me take a look at Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, Giancarlo Stanton, we were talking about it on a previous Unwind, and I was kind of making the argument that this guy could be a potential Hall of Famer one day. Like, he's pretty solid.
Yeah.
And I mean, another really good year. 850 OPS, 269 batting average,
31 homers,
31 dingers. I mean, he's just like being a very good MLB player.
Yeah.
Just a very good MLB player.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll ever return to that 59 home run year.
Yeah, like this year was crazy. 631 slugging, literally 59 dingers, 132 ribbies, 123 runs, and an OPS over 1. That's going to be uncontested. That is, and he won MVP. So
there you go.
Deservingly so after a year like that.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Absolutely. So guys, also in the chat, Patrick Garrett saying hello, Baseball King saying hello. Hey guys. So again, let's get those questions in. I don't see any capital letters. Capitalize your questions so we can see them.
Yeah, man.
All right, another question from the box.
Yeah, what do we got going on, big dog?
Oh, this one's fun. This one says, predict the next 5 World Series winners.
Oh, this one was me. I put this one in. I want to know from you guys as well in the chat right now. Who do you think the next 5, and be realistic, because I know like all of us are going to be like Jays.
Including this year?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
including this year as well.
Okay.
So we'll do like the next 5 years then. If you had to guess, if you had to say.
I'm gonna say ooh, this one's hard. This one's hard. Let's go year by year, okay? Let's go, this year.
Starting with this year,
Obviously, the top contenders are Brewers, they are the Giants, they are the Dodgers. I feel like the NL has it this year. I feel like it's going to be one of those guys.
It looks like those are the teams, man. Yeah, it does look like those are the teams.
White Sox starting to fall off a little bit. Not fall off like majorly, but starting to slow down. Like Greinke's now down with an injury. Things aren't just not looking. I mean, the Rays maybe, but I don't think they're going to win it.
I don't know. Like, I look at those 3 teams and I see them in their own separate tier than almost anyone else. Like, I know the Rays are there.
Yeah.
It's just when I compare them, it's just whenever I look
never going to pick them as the favorites.
I can't.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I will go with one of them. I'm going to say, I've been on their train for a while. I'll say that the Brewers are going to clinch this one out. Although I could definitely see either one of those two. So I'm saying the Brewers are going to win this year.
Okay. I'll say the Dodgers. I'm going to go back-to-back. Hasn't been back-to-back in a while. They got Turner. They got Scherzer. Scherzer's on fire.
No need to even make the argument, bro. It's like, that's a very fair point.
That's it.
So who do you got for next year then?
Padres make me so upset, and I can't really go with them. And honestly, I was going to pick them very soon, like before this year, but now I don't know. So maybe I do go like Baru Crew in the second year.
I could see that happening.
Maybe they go add some bats.
That's really funny
and boom.
Because I was going to pick the Dodgers.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, because I mean, their window's still going to be wide open in that year and next year as well, right?
Once I think they just have to figure out the Kershaw and the Seager and the Scherzer.
They will, bro.
They will. So for me, I'm going to go Baru Crew because I'm pretty sure their pitching staff is going to stay the same. Hader's going to stay the same.
It's pretty much locked down, dude.
I feel like they're gonna buy some some bats, be stellar.
Hell, I would.
You know what I mean? And boom, they're gonna be dominant.
They would be done. I mean, that's a very good pick. Yeah. So that's next year. So we just reversed them basically.
Yeah, we reversed them. 21, 22. What about 23?
23. Who's winning in 23?
Do I dare say the Toronto Blue Jays?
I'm trying to figure out if we've got it by then, because we'll have a whole nother year. We should be in there.
You know what? I'm going to skip ahead. I'm going to say we win in 24. I've said it before, and I feel like that is shaping up for it.
That does seem
24.
like the best possible year for us,
Yeah.
because I was kind of thinking the same thing as well. So then in 23...
Maybe, what do you think? White Sox?
White Sox are pretty damn good.
Maybe they figured out by then.
White Sox
they
are
win.
pretty damn. I'm trying to think of any other team right now that's like good, like supposed to be better than they are. You know, like are the Mets gonna figure it out? Will the Braves have it figured out by then?
I'm seeing Baseball Domain. He went Rays, Brewers, Jays, Mets, Mariners. Oh, Mets and Mariners.
I mean, okay, well, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Like that fifth year, like I have no idea.
No
like,
idea. I have
Detroit,
no idea.
Like
Detroit.
I don't know. You know, it's
Yeah.
like literally, it's like who's got the best farm system and like maybe has a lot of money.
Yeah.
That team.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe 23. I'm gonna go White Sox, and then 24. I'll go Blue Jays. 25. Let's go. Let's go one shot in the dark right here. You know what? Let's go Braves. I don't know why. They're due.
There you go,
They're
man.
due.
That's our predictions right there, guys. Those are going to be the next 5 World Series winners. Lock it in. Place your bets right now. Put the house on it. And when you lose, don't come back and be angry
Also,
at us.
before you grab that question, I do have one from the chat. Baseball King says, should Ryu pitch in the playoffs? And that is tough because if Mats is doing well and Mats did do decent last night.
Like he gave up. When did he get out?
Actually, he
No,
got out on the
I think
fourth.
he died.
He pitched a lot. Yeah,
it's like he definitely wasn't good last
night.
He wasn't good.
Ryu has like one or two good starts to end the year, like he's coming back, maybe he only has one start. If he has a good start and he looks good, like I'd give him that fourth start, you know. You have to. I mean, you kind of have to.
I'll be honest. I still don't really want to pitch Manoah in the playoffs.
I think we think we got to, dude.
It might be.
He's considered our top 3, like right now.
Right.
You know, we have to.
Yeah.
I know he's a rookie and all, and you're saying that, but hey, I mean, he again likes those high pressure moments.
Then
he lives for that.
And if that's the case, like I'm super happy for him to prove me wrong. You know, it's just like I could very easily see a blow up scenario that not only hinders us in that game, but then hinders his development moving forward, because you know we're thinking about that one game that we blew up. You know, I think back to like that Chicago Bears kicker Cody Parkey, who did the double doink. His whole career was ruined after that because like he could never kick a field goal again. He was so in his head.
I know, but like I feel like Manoah will get past it. I mean, that's
if
baseball.
he does get blown
that's
up,
baseball.
you know? Okay, well, we hope so. We hope so. But yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really want to see Ryu there right now. I don't trust him. Like, I would probably prefer Steven Matz over him.
Yeah.
If we have to, then that's what we have to do. But, I mean, he's not even going to really have that many good starts. Like, he's coming off of injury, too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
it's like everything's kind of shaping up to not be there, right? So it's like, yeah, like, I don't think Ryu's our guy in the postseason, guys. We gotta trust some other arms, I think, you know?
All right. Good question, Baseball King.
Let's see. Oh, wow. This one, guys. You can only re-sign one in the offseason. Ray or Semien. Dylan_Prue. Now, let's make this question a little bit more interesting.
Yes, please.
Because we've already said we want Ray.
Yeah.
Let's play around with their contracts, though, you know, because I know we were talking, and you specifically think that Ray is going to get paid a lot of money, like a lot of money.
I think he's going to get similar to like maybe not as high as Bauer because he was like up in his price, but like I could see closing in on $100 million for like 3 years or 2 and 3 years with like option.
Okay,
not a 2 year. Oh my God, no.
So let's say
3 year.
Let's say then that same kind of like contract length, like maybe it's like 3 years. 3 years of Ray at $30 million or 3 years of Semien at $20 million.
3 years of Ray at $30 million?
At 30 and
then
3 years of Semien at $20 million. Does that make it? That makes it a bit closer for me.
That does make it a lot closer. Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, you put a little bit of doubt in my mind at one podcast when you were like, oh, but what if he like regresses back to Robbie Ray? This is just 1 year. But that was the same argument that happened to Marcus Semien. Same argument that happened with Teoscar Hernandez, and they all are continuing to do really well.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a, like, we can't just look at a player and go, like, you could look at any player and go, okay, like, what if he's bad now? I think the reason that I was saying that was because when you do look at some of the, deeper sabermetrics, and I always like to take these with a grain of salt, because at the end of the day, it's what he's doing on the field that means the most. But when we are talking about numbers like $30 million a year, I think all of the information, all of those grains of salt do kind of start to factor into things here, and like having a tiny bit of doubt, that's important because at the end of the day, the worst possible scenario is if you did sign Ray to like a 3 or 4 year for $30 million, and then he puts up, a 4.5 or a 5 ERA.
God.
It's like we're fucked now. Like we're just fucked.
But yeah, I mean, to answer go back to the question, like, who would I rather have? If it was 20 million, Semien, 30 million for Ray is a lot, and I feel like he is probably going to get something like that. Probably the 20 million Ray on it, or Semien, I mean.
You know what? I agree with you because $30 million.
That's a lot of money.
It's just like that amount of money to me, like, does seem like a crap load, and I get it. He's looked amazing this year, but when you do look at the whole big picture about $30 million for a guy who put up a 6 ERA in 2020.
Plus, you could probably take that $30 million that you do every single year for the 3 years, split that up between Mats and Barrios.
Oh, yeah.
And sign a big, I'd rather have Mats and Barrios than one Robbie Ray.
Yeah, and maybe like, a tiny bullpen arm there too,
and
right?
Maybe a tiny bullpen arm.
Exactly, right?
For
like
that $30
build
million.
Up that whole
I'd rather
depth.
have that.
Yeah,
I'd rather have that.
Totally, dude.
Than like a guy who it will do really well, should do really well, but in the off chance where he doesn't, then it's like, there goes $30 million.
And the thing is, too, with a contract like $30 million, there's not a whole lot of room for error. It's like if you put up like a 3.3 ERA, it's like I'm already like I'm just like I'm like okay, like that's
great. No,
good.
That's great. I would take that.
But for $30 million, I think that we could get that cheaper. $30 million.
Yeah,
like,
you can, but like you're paying the $30 million to like almost guarantee it. You're like, give me that. I know you can do it, so give it to me. And you're like, all right. It's like, all right.
I guess so, but it's like if it's 3.3 ERA, like anything more than that, and I start to get very upset at the amount of money that we're paying.
So like, right now, like for example, I'm getting upset right now with the Ryu money. That's too much money for $20 million. I'm getting a little bit upset.
Yeah, totally, right? It's like I expect a level of performance. Like when you get paid that amount of money, like Bauer got paid that amount of money.
Oh my God, what a waste!
Well,
what a waste.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, what a waste of a. Should I say it? What a waste of a character. What a waste of a time in the MLB.
Yeah, well, we don't, again, like I don't like to comment too much about the whole fucking shenanigans that was going on with him. Like the MLB's still trying to figure that out. But looking strictly from a baseball standpoint, they paid him a crapload amount of money, and he was putting up. He was putting up like a 2.4 ERA.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, but that is what you paid for, right?
Yeah.
Like, anything else, I think, or like, like anything more than that. And you would have
had
had
pay
people
for the sexual harassment, though.
No, obviously not. Obviously
this was not in the contract, Bauer.
Very
This
clearly
was not in the contract. You just had to be a decent person. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're still working that out. Hot Take Hockey, how's it going, big dog? We got the drinks flowing early, man, so you might need to play catch-up a little later.
That's right. Oh, we got a question from Baseball Domain saying Robbie Ray and Chris Taylor or Semien and Kershaw.
The second one for me.
Yeah,
the second
Kershaw,
one for me,
getting
bro.
a veteran like Kershaw, even though in the back half of his career, how old is this man? He's still doing it,
Kershaw's
though.
like 32, dude.
No freaking way.
Yeah, I don't think he's that old. Like, I don't think he's as old as people think he is. 33, excuse me.
Well, but it's because he's been for so long.
He's been here for so
Holy
long, man. Like,
shit.
I would 100%. Like, and that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, I like Robbie Ray a lot. but who do I trust more? Clayton Kershaw or Robbie Ray?
I would totally, Robbie Ray, you've had a great year, great Cy Young year, but at any moment, Kershaw could give me a Cy Young year. Like, Cy Young. These are years where he's considered in the top 10. Cy Young, miss. Cy Young, one. Cy Young second, one.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like Kershaw might not give me like the low 2 ERA of old, but I could trust him to be very dominant.
Hey, he'll give me somewhere between 330 or 330 ERA and like a 216.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
right.
All right. Okay.
I'll take it. I will take it. And Semien obviously too is very good, and I would say better than a Chris Taylor, even though I do like Chris Taylor a decent amount, Oh,
this is a fun one, and then I'll get to the box because I keep seeing these comments. Everybody, listen up. I keep seeing these comments.
I know which ones you're talking about.
Saying that we are jinxing the Toronto Blue Jays.
That's
ridiculous. Fster S says we need the playoffs. You going live today? ? You jinx every game. That is not true. You know what our record is? 16-14 going live.
So actually, you guys should want us
to go live
because we literally went through. We were thinking about these comments because we get them all the time, and people are like, "You guys are jinxing us." So we looked through every single one of our lives and to see if we won or lost that game, and we are 16-14.
So suck it.
Yeah, we're above 500 when we go live. Guy.
That's right. Exactly. You should want us. What the hell?
Yeah. People should want us, for God's sake.
I understand. We're on a little bit of a cold stretch. Someone said our last 7 we've won like 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah. But we're going to get hot again. You got to trust your players, right? Like, we're the players. And we're going to get hot again. So, stick with the process. And we'll do it.
Okay, guys. Here's another question from the box. This one comes from OW_Marsh11. So, Marsh11 says, if Marcus Semien doesn't sign back, this is a nice transition, after this year, who is our second baseman? Do we go back to Cavan and find a third baseman in free agency?
Right.
Good question.
Yeah,
these are things to talk about.
That is a really good question. I know people have thrown out the name Chris Taylor before, and I didn't know a whole lot about him before I started looking into it, and he would be a definite, really good guy.
He'd be great.
I mean, we definitely need to explore some free agent options, I think.
Yes.
Get on the phone, call them up, and see if we can get a nice deal. Now, I don't want to go out and spend like Chris Bryant money on a guy over at that hot corner. I just don't want to do that right now. I want to save that for some shots come the trade deadline.
Yeah.
However, if there's a steal out there that we can get on a guy that, could be solid, I would be okay with it.
Like if Chris Taylor could be a steal because he's kind of underrated, in terms of no one talks about Chris Taylor.
Right.
Because he's so overshadowed in that organization.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And I also think, too, it's like last year we were in conversations to getting a Colton Wong.
Yeah.
I would be totally okay if it was a player of that caliber, like somebody who is like, you'll be like average bat, but, good defense, and we can pay you like $8 million a year or something.
And that's important. I know a lot of people say Marcus Semien's defense is really good. For me, like, he's not like, let's take a look. He's not like really good in my mind. He's like good. He's like good. I've seen him make a lot of mistakes, to be honest.
Yeah, and he does make errors. He does make errors or like mental mistakes.
Sometimes.
I think so. I definitely think so.
Let's take a look at the fielding here at the second base position. 7 errors. I mean, actually, that's not too bad. Okay, that's not too bad. He's average.
Right.
I'd say he's like average.
I don't think he's anything like super special.
Nothing super. But if you get like a super specialist second baseman, shout out Ryan Goins. You get someone like that on the field. The bat's not that good, but his defense was unreal. So.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I do think realistically we're going to shoot some shots there, and if worst comes to worst, Biggio, you're slotted in, and Espinal, like, you're the guy now. Espinal's the guy at third base.
He's great defensively.
That's the thing. Espinal's the third baseman now until Jordan Groshans is ready to go.
Yep.
And then, Jordan Groshans will probably take over for either Kevin Biggio or Espinal.
See, and here's another reason why I want to internally grow that position with Jordan Groshans or somebody else is because we need to spend our money on pitching. We need to continue. It's like no matter how much we go out and get pitching, we need to keep getting more.
Yes.
It's the constant flow. We need more. We need more. And I mean, look at the good teams who've done it in the last few years who have gone on and won and been successful. The Dodgers. Okay. They went out and got Mookie Betts. That's like our George Springer. And then they built all their guys around him. And then you have, they went out and they got people like Trevor Bauer. We got to go out. Houston Astros, perfect example. You go get Verlander and Cole. Boom.
And
Greinke. Boom.
Yeah.
Good. You go build a bullpen. They got Osuna at that time too. Boom. Perfect.
No, pitching's always more important, bro. Like at the end of the day, when you're in Game 7 of the World Series, Mookie Betts is going to have 4 at-bats. Max Scherzer is going to pitch 6 innings.
Maybe even 8.
And that's the thing, right? It's like this guy's literally going to be on the field the entire time. Mookie Betts has 4 ABs. If he doesn't home run in at least like 2 of them, then he's not as valuable as the pitcher is, right? It's like that's just what it boils down to.
We need more pitching, yeah.
It's all about the pitching.
Our pitching staff is really pretty good right now. I mean, we're talked about having the best pitching staff in the AL East, and I will agree with that. We do have the best pitching staff in the AL East. But yeah, we need more. We need more. We need, because do we have the best pitching staff in the NL West? No.
No.
We got to beat those guys in the World Series.
Yeah, and I mean, like, let's face it, like, our pitching is decent. It's decent.
It's the best in the AL East. That's all I'm going to frame it as. It's the best in the AL East.
Yeah, I guess, but if you're not factoring in bullpen, then, because I do think
bullpen,
like
bullpen. Best rotation, I'm saying.
Sure.
Correction. Best rotation.
It's like, we got to really specify and break it down here.
The bullpen, and we still got to work on that.
Yeah, exactly. There are problems, man. Justin brings up J-Ram, and I see a lot of people talk about this. Yeah. And guys, like, I hear you. I just honestly think this is too much of a fantasy land, because it seems too good to be true. It's almost like he's too perfect for us. Yeah. That I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Yeah. Like for me, it's like when you're watching, Pornhub and you see like Riley Adams or something or what's that?
Not sure where we're going here.
I don't know. But it's like, you're like, dang, that would be really nice. And it never happens. It's always in far, far away.
Yeah, totally. Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be honest. I don't know if I really understand that analogy.
Well, you want to like do with the, but you're like, it won't happen. But like, then you come to reality.
You're never going to.
When you're in the heat of the moment, and you're like, that's what I want. But then you come down and you're like, no, it will never happen.
So basically, you're saying that the Toronto Blue Jays want to have sex with Jose Ramirez.
No, that they want something they can't have.
Right.
They can't have it. They want it. Right. It's really attractive.
Yeah.
That would be perfect. You can't have it, though.
That would be perfect.
You can't have it.
Yeah, Del Carmen says J. Ryan would likely cost Groshans and a couple other prospects.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, dude. And not a couple other just like tiny prospects either. Like, good prospects, right? Look at what Barrios costed, right? And I would argue that J-Ram should probably cost more than him. So it would be a Groshans, a Moreno, like Kloffenstein situation, maybe a Espinal too. Like, it would be a lot of stuff, guys. It'd be a lot of stuff.
100%. Hey, question. I think that we should get a certified closer for next year. Don't we already have one?
I think we have one, bro.
I think we have one.
I think we literally have one. Yeah,
I think we have one.
I think we got to start looking at Jordan Romano as if he is, our Chapman or our dude, right? I don't think he's got the same pedigree that a Hader has, or maybe another elite closer has.
Yeah.
But what he's doing right now, if he was to do that for 2 more years, then I would look at him like Josh Hader, I think.
Yeah, like if his ERA were to drop to Josh, because what's Josh Hader?
I think that's okay. Actually, I do think this year is actually pretty elite as hell. Actually, I think he's having a crazy year this year, but I'm not sure.
Hader,
I could be wrong.
Josh Hader.
Okay, actually, this year he's really messed up.
Hey, I mean, look at these years before.
That's what I mean.
That's what Romano's doing.
Like, Romano's basically 2018 Josh Hader right now. 2018, 2019 Josh Hader,
Exactly.
So it's like, that's pretty good. Like, 2021 Josh Hader,
that's like really messed up good.
He's got a 1.34 ERA over 55
Incredible.
innings and 33 saves.
And like his team is perfect for the saves because their offense isn't going to put up enough runs, and their pitching staff's going to hold him. So it's like he's always in line for saves.
Yeah, no, they
all
have
the time.
like they have their perfect guy.
Yeah,
like Josh
he's
Hader is perfect
He's
for
perfect.
them, you know, and
And
that
let's look at Romano.
yeah, and I mean Jordan Romano is obviously very good too. Like I think he's got a low 2.29 ERA.
Wow.
The saves are at 20, so they're not as high as Josh Hader, but that's more of a situational thing
literally
than anything else.
Blue Jays blow them up, or we're losing by one.
Yeah,
That's what the story
right?
of the Blue Jays
What's
have
more
been.
important is the blown saves. Do they have that here?
They
How many
should.
times has he done it?
They said it on the broadcast. He's only done it once this year.
So there you have
Yeah.
it. That's what's important. So in his opportunities,
Yeah.
he's only blown one time, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what's important.
Yeah. No,
So-
he and like I know I've seen times where like we have like a 3-run lead. And it's like, oh my god, he lit up 2 runs, but he stopped it. But that's important. That's all he has because it's the way you play. Would you? This is by Baseball Domain again.
Yeah.
He says, would you try out Yates for one more year this year? And no, just because we tried and it's over now.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
if Yates wanted to get paid like $500,000 or like the minimum, then sure, 100%.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's gonna do that, and I don't even think that we're gonna be on the phone with him. I just don't think that we're gonna be on the phone with him.
No. I feel like someone else will give him a better chance than
Probably.
us.
Probably, right? It's
Yeah.
it's just like it's one of those things where it's like bad like blood almost. But it's obviously not his fault at all.
No,
like I think the
no,
management realizes
yeah.
like it's not his fault. But I don't know, man. It's just been a bad first date.
Yeah.
It's been a pretty bad first date. Joshua Munro says he did it back in April or something, so it's been a while. Don't forget about Meza. Yeah, no, we love Meza too.
I love Meza.
We love some freaking Tim
Meza.
Meza. And I also really fuck with Richards, and I really fuck with Simber too. I also really fuck with your little icon logo, Mr. Charmander guy. I really fuck with that. So that's pretty cool.
Nick has a Pokemon channel. Go check it out.
I got a little Pokemon channel. It's called Polyrad. It's fun, but I'm also just a big Pokemon fan.
Whee!
Yeah, this is how I do my intros. I'm just like, what is good, my friends? Welcome back to another video. My name is Polyrad, and I say Pokemon. I'm like Pokemon. I say it very like diction-y.
Nice.
There you go.
Beautiful.
That's just a little bit of insight on what I do in my spare time, the little of it that I have.
Yeah, it is what it is. Time is of the essence. Justin, he wants to continue off this third base question, asking, okay, this is totally fantasy land. This is totally acceptable.
Give me fantasy.
J-Ram, Bryant, or Donaldson, who do you trade for if you can?
J-Ram.
Yeah, it would be J-Ram.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Definitely.
J-Ram. Like Bryant could definitely make an argument there, but Jose Ramirez is just such a complete, like, base running, defensive, home run, OPS threat.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that, like, if we're factoring in contracts as well, like, his is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So,
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I'm going to dive into the box.
Grab a box question.
Baseball Domain. What if Yates' deal was 1 year, $1 million with incentives to get it to $2 to $3 million? I mean, frankly, I'm down for that.
I'm down for that. That's
but
nothing.
It's just like I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Me either.
You know?
So we got half.
How many years will the Colorado Rockies suck? First things first, let's define the word suck. Let's define the word suck.
Suck for me is like if I'm gonna put you in the feeling that you have to poop, but it's really just a fart kind of tier.
Okay, well let's go through some teams right now. Do the Mets suck this year?
You know what? Because here's the thing: it's like my expectations for the Mets compared to the reality sucks.
Yes,
like that difference sucks balls.
That's fair.
You know, so. In that way, yes, that definition for the suck. But overall, as a team in the MLB, they're just bad. They're just bad.
I'm just gonna make it real simple for us then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that the word suck is defined by being 10 games or more under 500 at the end of the year.
Damn, that's a lot of teams. That's a lot of teams.
Under 10 games.
10 games under, because that would be like your record would be like, 75 wins All right, well, how the fuck would it go? It would be.
I think it'd be 72 wins.
72 wins and how many losses? 82?
Like 90.
No, it'd be 71 and 81. Math.
No, 71 and 91.
How the fuck would it work?
It'd be 71 and 91.
But still, it's pretty close. Like for me, that's like you're
71 wins. Like 71 wins. Like that's kind of a shitty team.
Like here, let's look at some examples of teams this year that are probably going to be on the pace for that. Mm-hmm. All right. So roughly about 10 games under 500. Let's take a little peek.
Joshua says suck equals under 450. Is that 450? Did I say 450?
Let's find out.
I think mine's around 450.
So Kansas City Royals are no, they're over 450. Minnesota Twins 68 and 85. They're probably going to finish around like 70, depending on how many games they have left. But yeah, I mean that's really bad. That's like almost 20 games under 500.
Is 450.
Yes.
Just like how many
under? Oh, thank you for the subscriber.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like look at
We're doing
math
math
right
here, everybody.
Okay, so 162 times. Oh wait, no. It'd be 45 times 162.
Yeah. 70. So 70. So 72 wins to make sure it's under.
Yeah, so 72 wins. You know, like that's kind of like, and that's a bad team.
And then how many?
Bad team.
How many losses is that? That'd be 90 losses.
Yeah. I mean, 90 losses, you know?
Yeah, so you're about 18 under. Yeah.
Like, you're not really competitive. Like, you're kind of just like, whenever I see you on the score sheet, I'm like, that's a win. You know? Mm-hmm. So how many years of Colorado Rockies going to be, 90 losses or more, basically? I think it's going to be a decent amount of years,
at least, like, 3 or 4 at least to start. Yeah, and then maybe the 5th year they have some guys budding.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's got to be, for me, the Colorado Rockies are going to suck for 5 or more years because it's going to be to a point where none of the players that they have right now, none of the management are even the same.
Yo, it's like Baltimore. They've sucked for so long. I feel bad for them.
But I think it's even going to be worse than Baltimore because the management, everything, like everything's just rotten there. I really think that everything has to go. So even if you did that right now, if you fired everybody, you traded everybody, I think best case scenario is like 5 years from now you're competitive. If everyone was gone today, and I don't think that they're doing that today.
Best case scenario, yeah.
So that's why I think it's got to be more than 5 years.
Yeah, I'm going to go like 4. I think that 5th year, they're going to be like, oh, we somehow got people. Maybe they signed some free agents. They're like, you know what? Let's get some more revenue.
I don't even have that much faith. I don't even have that much faith in them, bro. Like, they really blow. Like, they really blow.
Do they sign Trevor Story this offseason?
Trevor Story doesn't sign with them.
Yeah.
It's impossible to try and sign Trevor Story. He won't never sign. Like, you literally need to pay this man like $1 billion. Mm-hmm. And like, okay, then it's like all right, like
I'll billion 10-year contract. It's like, well, God, you're paying me $100
million a year. It's like
we need to keep this one good player. We need him. We can't let him go.
Trevor Story's like, are you sure? I had like a 750 OPS last year.
No. If I'm Trevor Story's agent, I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
like, the freaking deal.
Yeah, bro. Like Trevor Story's like, okay, so I could either be on a winning team or my entire my whole family and plus like 10 generations.
You're a billionaire now.
Will now be okay.
You're a billionaire now. You don't have to worry about anything anymore.
I mean, I would sell myself out for that.
Yeah.
I would sell myself out.
I don't care where I'm playing.
Because at the end of the day, it's like after those 10 years, I'm going to be retired and then I can do whatever I want with my $1 billion. What do you guys think? Trevor Story for $1 billion? Would you do it?
Also, Patrick says, did you guys see John Boy? And I didn't. Did he say something?
What did John Boy do? I'm going to go get myself another beer.
Go for it. Oh, get me one too, please. Also, I did see his breakdown about the whole Kiermaier thing, if that's what you're talking about. Because he basically, and I hear a lot of people online talking about the Kiermaier thing, thank you, where they're like, yeah, like, if you didn't want your card stolen, don't drop it. And I'm like, but I'm also like, have some respect, have some respect, Kiermaier. And it's like, what, is he not going to not take it? I
think that's a bloody stupid argument because that's like saying, if you like don't want your car stolen, don't park it there. Like,
or don't leave it unlocked.
Yeah, but it's like that's still a fucking crime. Like that's still wrong.
Yeah.
Just because like the car, like it was unlocked. Like like that was stupid of that person to unlock it. But at the same point, you're not allowed to steal it.
Don't steal it.
Yeah, like,
that's
don't
true.
steal
That's
it.
so true.
Right?
You know, that is so true. I'm gonna grab one from the box.
John Lucas says, I'm so happy Espinal is back. Can you guys talk about that a little bit? So we actually just found out right now, and apparently Dahl Kermist was saying that the reason that that's the case, that he's back up, is because Moreno got promoted to AAA, and then they had to bring somebody from there up to here. And Espinal was healthy enough to be the guy. I'm very happy about it as well. This is good news because I hate Breivik Valera. I love Santiago Espinal.
Hate is such a strong word.
Yeah, well, he can go fuck himself because
what did
now
he ever do to you? What did he ever do to you?
He wasn't Santiago Espinal. That's what he did to me, bro. He wasn't Santiago Espinal. He wasn't Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He wasn't any of the guys that I like.
So it's his fault just by association with that third base position.
There you have it. There you have it, man. Yeah, exactly. Like, if he was Santiago Espinal, then he wouldn't be getting this type of hate from me. But because he's not Santiago Espinal, because he's Breivik Valera, I'm sorry, man. It's not going to work out. So now Santiago Espinal, somebody that I love, is going to be slotting in at that spot, and we are so happy about it.
Yay, he's back. Maybe Patrick goes, tell him, Nicholas.
You goddamn right, bro. You goddamn right. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I got a question here.
Yeah, what is it?
Oh, okay. This one says, Game 7. Blue Jays just won the World Series. What are you doing?
Holy,
All right, let's paint the picture. Game 7.
Game 7.
We got Manoah. This is 2024.
Holy shit.
Manoah is our ace at this point.
Wow.
He's so dominant. He's won a Cy Young already. Like he's having a dominant year. He's pitching a Game 7.
Yeah.
He pitches 8 scoreless, and our boys blow it up. It's like 8-0.
Wow.
Against the Brewers.
Holy crap. We win the World Series.
We blew up Corbin Burns.
Yeah, I guess okay, well, here's the thing. I'm imagining first things first. I'm going to be live for that game, probably on YouTube. It's like, what's the one thing that I'd love to do that I will have no consequences for? I don't know, like rob a bank maybe?
You're not actually going to rob a bank.
No, probably not. But I'm trying to think of something that I have like no consequences for, because it's like
jump on a car.
Like I straight up will not remember what I'm gonna do. Like whatever I'm gonna do, I will have no memory of it.
Right.
So it might as well be something fucking epic.
Okay. Well, here's my gut instinct, and I even thought about this. If we do make the LDS, if we win the LDS, or even the wild card too, like I kind of want to. If it's in Toronto, I kind of want to run into the streets and party with people.
Yeah, 100,000%, dude. Yeah.
And whatever happens in that moment.
Well, back in the day, guys, back in the day when the Raptors were on their run, like, and they were winning games, we ended up out on the streets one night. 'Cause I remember we were watching one of those games together, and yeah, it's like they won, everyone was losing it. You know, it's like high-fiving strangers.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was awesome. So I mean, I'd probably get fucking absolutely plastered with you guys on the streets. Just celebrating the fact that we are World Series champions.
Yes. Oh my God. It would be an all-night thing. I think I'd go to the sunrises.
Oh, dude.
I'd go to the sunrises.
Actually, first thing I would do is call in sick to work.
Yes. Whatever.
Actually, no.
I'd already planned it.
I would have already done that. You're absolutely right. I would have already done that. What am I even saying? No. Yeah. So I mean, first thing, the champagne's getting popped. We're going crazy. We're like breaking things, maybe. You know, and then like run away. There might be some rioting of some kind. So yeah, no, it would be absolute animalistic instincts taking over. I think
absolutely. Also, see you guys talking about Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Was it Lourdes' throwing hand? I think it was his throwing hand, right hand. Yes.
Yeah, it was his right hand, man. This was a brutal one, guys. That when it happened, like, he is my favorite player. For those of you who've been watching this channel for a minute.
Yes.
And I was unhappy to see one of my least favorite players hurt my favorite player. You know? Right?
That's spicy.
Right? You know? It's ridiculous. Yeah. Obviously it wasn't his fault,
obviously he didn't mean it. Grichuk was like, I would just stop. So, but no, X-rays came back negative. Just got some stitches. Best case scenario, we talked about this earlier. Best case scenario, he comes back for the New York series at some point.
Please, Lord. We got to pray, though, everyone. We got to make sure that the Lord will come back to us. He will ascend upon us.
Yes, Lord.
And he will absolutely annihilate those New York Yankees. It would be beautiful. Also, I see some people in here right now. J&M channel. I have joined the chat. LOL. Well, thank you for joining the chat. Jordan N saying, you guys have jobs? ? LOL.
What do you think we just said? I actually think that people think that this is all we do. Like, this is because people message us like, you guys are going live today?
Yeah.
For a 3 o'clock game while I'm working?
Buddy, I wish this was my whole thing.
Yeah.
I could just sit here and sip on ciders and talk baseball
all day. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, we do have jobs. We have
jobs throughout the week. So, like, you know, we want to do this full time, and you guys being here supporting, dropping likes. By the way, guys, if you could drop a like, that would be really appreciative, because that honestly, every like and every subscription helps us grow towards that goal. So if you guys could drop it, you guys would be MVPs.
You would be the MVPs. Yeah, I actually just got a new job, man, but we work a lot, like 30 to 40 hours a week on our job, transiting for Adam's case.
Oh, God, transiting with me, it's like 50, and I'm like,
yeah, it's, there's a lot of work going on here, but yes, Lourdes is going to be out of the lineup. There's only going to be a riot when the Jays lose, which won't happen.
This is such a good Belgian Moon mango. Do you want to take a sip?
Yeah, of course I want to take a sip.
I have never had it before. It's incredible.
Dol Kermis says they never leave the apartment. Damn, that'd be a good line.
We would never leave. Well, it depends on where we would be, because at that point, like, beginning, we wouldn't leave the apartment, but we'd want, if we got to a certain place, like, get a studio. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, dude, Jordan N is saying, could have fooled me. And this is actually a big compliment to me, because, you know what? That just goes to show you how fucking much work that we put in.
Yeah.
Whenever I tell people that actually know YouTube, like how much we post, and in my recent job interview, I was telling them about it, and they were like, hey, you do that and a job,
you go to work.
They were like, holy crap, you know, like it is a lot, like it is a lot, guys.
You know.
Yeah, exactly, dude. It's like we don't have, like, this is our like free time life, and we love it, don't get me wrong.
Oh, totally.
We literally were drinking last night. We set up to play video games.
We never did.
And then we ended up just talking about how we were gonna make this channel better. So it's like, and that was at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, we went we finished around, it was right after our live, actually. and we just kept going. So like,
it's just, it feels so freaking natural. But yeah, I know, I take that as a compliment. Evster says, where do you guys work?
I mean, I work like 2 hours away from here, up in Richmond Hill. It's fucking far, but I work from home twice a week, work there 3 times a week, so it's not that bad. Actually, I'm loving it now, because now I have it on Thursday and Friday, and I just screw off.
Baby.
I get my work done, but I screw off.
Yeah, I work at the wine rack, but not for much longer. That is going to be done in a few days, and then I'm going to be working as a YouTuber about 30 minutes from here, man. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Also, Jordan N is saying, is tonight a must win? I think it's nice to kind of transition over to these guys a little bit. Are they a must win? What do you think?
Oh, shit.
Just serious.
Holy fuck. Yeah, no, it's a big one, dudes. It's a freaking big one. Yeah, no, we got to do it. It's just like we have to, right? It's Barrios, too. It's Barrios. Like, this is his old team. He should want to come out firing, you know? Like, honestly, I might bet the over on the strikeouts. Because, like, this guy wants to do it, you know? Like, he wants to prove, like, why did you trade me? Why did you get rid of me? You know, like, boom, bang, bop. Yeah, like, goodbye, Donaldson sort of thing. And, like, the bats have got to come out, too, and realize that we're one whole game back. We're one whole game back.
Yes, the bats need to figure it out. Because the bats, like, last night, like, I know we were doing this whole thing about Bolif, and it was so hard to Bolif because there was nothing to Bolif in.
No.
There was nothing happening on the field.
There was nothing to Bolif in, dude. There was nothing to Bolif.
The bats got to give us something to Bolif in. I Bolif already in Barrios. Mats was like, I could believe in him, and then he started like pitching like 20 plus pitches per inning, and I'm like, well, there goes my belief, and here comes who gave up? Hatch gave up 4 runs. I'm like, oh,
dude,
crap.
Hatch is a little shitter.
Hatch is not what I expected. So I'm playing MLB The Show. And everyone has like kind of like potential ratings. I think Hatch is like a C.
No,
Hatch is a C.
I believe it, dude. I'm just like, God damn it, right? Because I remember we were talking about him like a Thomas
B.
Hatch could like maybe be a starter one day.
Yeah, no C. But that's exactly what a C is. Maybe he could. Whereas like a B, it's like he probably will. An A is like definitely.
Yeah.
And you know who's an A is a Manoah. Manoah's an A.
Yes. He's earned it. Yeah,
he's earned
definitely
A. He was
will
a B,
be.
I think, in the actual game, and now he's upgraded to an A.
Totally. Jordan N says, you guys need a chick guest host from time to time.
Right.
That would be very, honestly, getting some estrogen in here would be really nice. If you know any females that know a crap load about baseball, and
I do.
Really?
I do, yeah. Bianca's friend, Stephanie. She wants to become like Hazel May.
Really?
Like that's her goal. Her idol is Hazel May. We went to the Blue Jays game when I went with Bianca.
Yeah.
And we were talking Blue Jays.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, this guy's right then. Like, we should have her on the goddamn show, for fuck's sake.
She just works like She works 3 jobs. She works 3 jobs. So it's hard. But yes, no, you know what? Yeah. One day, my dudes, this is gonna be like a TV show. It's like we're gonna have people throw into people. We're gonna everything. It's gonna be a whole production.
Jordan N says, yeah, it's too dude-ish. I mean, like, what do you expect, bro?
What do you expect?
We're 23 years old. We are dudes. We're sipping on beverages right now of the alcoholic variety.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be weird if it was not dude-ish, I think.
Yeah. Like literally the only. Yeah, like literally it's just Stephanie. That's the only female I know that would, other than my mom, that would know to talk about baseball. So you want to see my mom actually, that would be funny.
Yeah, it would be really
bringing
funny,
my mom on to talk about baseball.
That'd be good. That'd be good, man.
That would be pretty cool.
I think so, dude. Jordan says, mind you, I don't think a woman would step in your apartment, LOL. Damn, that's kind of weird because your mom stepped in here last night. Elias Pedersen, the LOL. Got him, bro. Got him. I'm gonna dive into the box, bro.
Yeah, go for it. I just had to. That was funny.
Capitalize, man. Capitalize.
Yo, mom.
All right. Okay, if we make playoffs or are currently in it, take a big drink. Cheers.
Oh,
damn it. That's just like a
made it.
God,
Put it back in. Put it back in. Put it back
that one's
in.
going back in, man. That's a fucking landmine there, though. Because if we don't make playoffs, I'm gonna be very upset pulling that card out later. Right?
It would.
Seeing that one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the burns go. Ooh, gonna take that long time to recover from that burn. Oh yes, sir. Yes, it will.
Who's the most overpaid player on the Toronto Blue Jays? Interesting question. That was done by yours truly. Who's the most overpaid? There's a few options here, man. There's a few options that you could go with.
The options coming to my mind are, in no particular order, Ryu, Springer this year, Grichuk.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the 3 for me.
I would say Yates as well, but at the same point, it's like,
can't really. They can't
only
argue
$4
with
million,
that.
you know, like
it's
whatever. You know, we took a shot.
Million.
Yeah.
Roger shits $4 million.
Yeah, for real.
Wipe their ass with literally his contract.
Man, who is the most overpaid? I would say for this specific year. Honestly, probably George Springer. I think it is probably George Springer for me. And you know what? I know a lot of that's not his fault.
Yeah.
But when you look at the overall production of everything, like I would imagine that I think Grichuk, for instance, like, has he done more production than him?
I'm not too sure. I think he has, but I do see Del Kermis coming with the facts.
Right answer.
No, this is the right answer. Tanner Roark still giving the team $12 to $15 million for the year.
Yeah.
No, it's Tanner Roark. It's if I were to pick one, I'd say like, I was leaning towards Ryu because like. you're doing what I want Matz to do, and like Matz is doing better, and Matz is making barely dick, and you're getting $20 million. You know, whereas like Grichuk's the same. You can make the same argument. $25 million, and it's like, oh, I'm paying you $25 million to do what like Grichuk or Dickerson has done this year. You know, in total. So
right.
You know?
No, I hear you, dude. It's a tough question. It is a tough question. Springer has an 833 OPS. I know he does, Nick G. And like when you look at the slash, it's not that horrible. But I'm talking strictly production right now. When you look at what he's actually produced, is it worthy of $25 million? I don't think so. I also think that if you take that OPS and you look at what it's been post-injury, shout it and thank you. It's like it is a big difference, guys. It is a big difference. So yeah, I love Springer. I still think it's going to be a good contract long term. But would I pay $25 million for what we've got this year? No, I would not.
I agree.
Also, guys, can we get to 30 likes on this stream? That would be fun.
That would be really fun. If you guys get 30 likes, let us know in the comments down below. We like to do this. Let us know if you were that 30th like so that we can show you.
Also, people are saying Springer playing outfield today.
Okay, can we low-key look at the lineup really quick?
Also, Jordan says your mic is echoing. Okay, I'll try to make it a little bit closer to me.
Let's low-key look at the
Go
lineup.
Pack Go, Electro Gaming 87. Score predictions for this Sunday, and be realistic. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be shootout, I feel. That defense, I texted you. I know you didn't reply to me because maybe you got a little offended by my comment.
No, I didn't get offended, bro. Okay. It's truthful. It's truthful.
We're
pretty shit.
It's the truth.
But, we're going to figure it out. Dude, it's a new coordinator. I'm not concerned. We still have studs on there. They're adjusting to the scheme. I think that the offense needs to pick us up for the first, 6 to 8 weeks. And then I do actually anticipate the defense will make some significant improvements as it goes on. Actually, last week, we were pretty good at stopping the run. Yeah. Just saying. Yeah, we actually were. Yeah. The only person that was getting burned the entire game was Kevin King. That was it. Yeah. Other than that, if we could just Kevin King. Yeah, literally. Yeah. It's like the yards that they picked up was that. Yeah. So if we could just eliminate that, I think we'd be fine.
I agree. I'm just gonna read out the lineup. I got a question here too, because it's 6:30 right now. Usually the game we'd be switching over, but when do you wanna go for a little bit more?
A few more minutes, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So let me read out the lineup real quick. This is your Toronto Blue Jay lineup of the Blue Jays. Leading off, we got George Springer in center field. In the second spot, we've got Marcus Semien at second base. Third spot, you've got your MVP, second MVP, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at first base. In the four hole, you got Bobo Go Boom Boom playing shortstop. Teoscar Hernandez in the fifth hole at right field. Can you get another Silver Slugger? I think so. Then you got the daddy captain Alejandro Kirk in the DH spot. Love. Then you got in the seventh spot Corey Dickerson left field. Santiago Espinal making his return to the Toronto Blue Jays lineup at third base. Woo! And then you got Reese McGuire in the final spot catching. Yes. So yes, he is.
Okay. Also with the dono from the Sports Critic. Thank you, my friend. What do you think of? Excuse me. Cards streak.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it is. And I'm assuming that you're talking about the St. Louis Cardinals.
Oh, God.
And their crazy streak that they went on. And we were talking about it live literally the other day and saying that we would be scared. We don't know why it's happening or how it's happening or who's getting it all done. But whenever you win 12 or 13 games or whatever the fuck they are on right now, every team and their dog has got to be feeling very nervous about that. I don't care if you're the LA Dodgers or the Tampa Bay Rays or anybody else. They've been knocking them down.
We've said on our podcast, the best team in baseball going into the postseason is the hottest team in baseball.
Yeah.
They are the hottest. Yeah. We were 2 weeks ago. We've slowed down a little bit.
Now it's the St. Louis Cardinals. It's now there's still 9 games more left of baseball. Who is going to be the hottest team in baseball for those remaining 9 games, right? It's because St. Louis Cardinals could fall off today.
Better be us.
It better be us, dude. It's got to be us, man. It has to be.
All right. I got one question in my hand. I'm going to read it off here, folks.
Let's go.
Do we have pitching yet?
Oh
Please,
God,
for the love of God, tell me we have some peak
For
pitching.
God's sakes.
Okay, we'll get one more.
Yeah, we
got
got that
pitching.
question
We got
a bunch of.
One more.
Gotta update these questions with some interesting ones soon. I'll get a little brainstorm session going on for you guys. We good.
Oh, this one's interesting. This one's actually about me.
Okay.
If you could only keep one, Teoscar Hernandez or Semien, who do you keep? That's tough, eh?
You know what? Immediately my brain went T.O.
That's what. And now
then I started thinking about it a bit more. But I still think I'm leaning Teoscar Hernandez.
It's still T.O. for me.
Still gotta be T.O. for me.
Because it's the whole
age is factoring into a thing.
Age, yes. I like the average.
The average.
And you know what? The home runs are still there. Yes, like Semien is killing him in home runs this year. But I think next year, he could get like 30 plus.
Yeah, I also think too there's something that we're not even bringing up, and I know, and they have different roles. They have different roles, but I think that Semien, you know, and I love him. He's less of like the positive personality, and he's more of like a veteran, whereas like I think maybe T.O. brings a bit more life and energy.
I agree.
And I'm not saying that what Semien brings is not valuable. Like I think it's a veteran-esque thing that's important, but you know, like
I think for the team makeup, he fits better, the chemistry.
Yeah, you know, and I think that T.O. can also develop into that veteran presence too as time goes on and as he ages. It's close.
Yeah.
But I'll go Teoscar.
I'm gonna go T.O. too.
I'll go Teoscar.
And our chat's pretty split too. Elias Patterson, T.O. Semien says Joshua. T.O. Del Cameras, T.O. Gianluca. Jordan saying Semien all the way. T.O. Money. Yeah. Because like T.O. God, whenever that conversation comes up, what about paying him?
Because we're always talking about, you know, like extending Vladdy, extending Bo,
getting
re-signing Ray, all this
Semien.
shit. But yeah, I mean, T.O.'s gonna be a thing as well, and I don't think it's. Is it that's what
like
it is?
He's on arbitration. Yeah, I think this is next year's his last arbitration. Yeah, please double check
right now,
because
I know you. I think you're right though.
Because this year he's getting paid like 4.2, and you know that 4.2 was low because of 2020, but you know it's gonna go up this year. No. He's going into his second arbitration.
Okay. So right now, Teoscar Hernandez is going to be a free agent at age 31 years old in the year 2024.
Yeah. If he does what he's doing, he will get paid.
He'll get a payday, dude. If he continues this level, I mean, like he could even get like a maybe not quite a George Springer payday, but like, you know, in and around that area.
Close to 100?
Yeah.
You think we're 100 million?
Well, I mean, if what he's done this year continues for the next 2 years, absolutely.
Yeah.
In fact, what am I saying? Like, he will get George Springer money if that's the case.
Yeah, because what's he putting up? Like, I know it's high 800s OPS.
It's very, very good, dude. It's very elite as fuck. Like,
885,
138 OPS plus, 110 RBIs, and 515 at bats,
303
home
average,
runs, 303 average. Like across the board, everything is very good.
RBIs.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
Yeah.
This guy.
And he's also stolen 11 bases, too.
That's
like,
low key.
You know, take that in, right? It's like, that's all just major production.
Good. He is a good baseball player. You know, he is becoming like peak Edwin Encarnacion.
Yes.
This is like the replacement, minus the home runs. Oh, you know what?
30, dude. 30.
But like Edwin did have a bit more.
Yeah, Edwin did have a bit more. But like, you know what? Like this is our Edwin now. Like this is our Edwin guy. Like
this is our
just
Edwin.
like a fucking elite silver slugger
run
pop,
producer.
Like I will, you know, I will get you home, man. I will find a way to drive you into the home fucking plate. Like,
wow. That's amazing.
I do love Teoscar Hernandez. And it's crazy because when we started this podcast, now I always go back to this. When we started this podcast, like a little bit over a year ago, some of the very first ones that we talked about, it was about how god-awful Teoscar Hernandez was and how we hated him.
But you know, they always pinpoint it to the moment. They always do it on Sportsnet. They pinpoint it to the moment when they sent him down to the minors And ever since, even if you look back at 2019, ever since that moment he came back, he was a different player.
Right.
It just got muddled in that 2019 horribleness. So like ever since then, he figured it out. And he has not stopped. There has not been a stop at Teoscar Hernandez.
No. It's been consistent. We can now say 100%. Tio is freaking elite. People are now talking in right now. I'd sign Semien 5 years, 125, and Robbie Ray 480. Dude, if we could get Robbie Ray for 480,
I'd take that.
I will take that.
You give him a Ryu contract? Yeah.
But I don't see that happening. I think he's going to get a bit more than that. Yeah, I mean, I definitely
I would totally take the same contract.
Yeah, Joshua says we have a lot of good outfielders. I agree with you, dude. I do think that like
Teoscar,
it's just I think he's like one of the best.
Technically, he is our best outfielder.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like, and honestly, number 2 is the Lord. The Lord is the second best.
Yeah, I mean the Lord in the second half of this season has like arguably been our best player. Since the All-Star break, he's been so good.
He's been amazing.
He's been amazing. Remember not liking him too much when he started. Dude, when he started...
he was horrible.
He was the worst fucking baseball player that I'd seen, like, almost...
Ever.
Like, it was so bad,
let's
guys.
take a look.
It was so bad. It was like, it was in this area. It was this area of 2018 and 2019 when he was rocking a solid 230 batting average. And yes, the OPS is
isn't
decent.
Bad. It's
but
it's
it was
homers.
the freaking strikeouts, man. The strikeouts for at bats were really bad.
Oh my god, 163, 153. And actually, this year he's a strikeout
machine.
This year he has 139. But you know what's the difference? He's capitalizing.
Yeah, I mean, like you can. Here's the thing,
That's
dude.
the thing.
If you have a 300 batting average, then you can strike out 70% of the time. I don't care. You know, but if in that 300 or in that 30% of the time you are giving me major pop and getting on base, like okay, like now we can talk, sort of thing. So
hey, Baseball Domain says I've been a Lord fan since his first game. Don't you dare throw slander on his name.
Buddy.
Who did that?
I am definitely not. No, we're talking about Tio right now. The Lord, I have always been a fan of the Lord.
The Lord's been incredible.
Always been a fan of the fucking Lord.
I love the Lord. The Lord, man. All right.
And the Lord is one of my favorite contracts on the whole baseball team, man.
Absolutely. Hey,
so good.
While we're there, I'm just gonna pull up his contract.
Pull up his contract, dude. Like this is what I want all of our players to be on at all periods of time in their life. I never want to pay them any more than this. This is what we need to be paying them.
Oh, 3.9 million this year.
Yeah,
Next year, 4.9. In his 5th year, 5.8. 5.8 in his.
Is the max.
And dude, look at this. He's still got an
has
arbitration in 2024.
And then only after that he will be 31 years old and will be like
incredible. Never will the Lord leave this team. The Lord is not leaving this team. Why would you do that? You want to kill yourself?
I never understood when people were like, let's trade Lourdes when you see this contract.
Dude, like there's no reason. If this guy's an upside to being like one of the best hitters in baseball, and like even MLB Network talks about the Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I call him the Lourdes Gurriel Jr. As one of the best hitters in baseball because he can be, dude.
Yeah.
When he's hot like he is in this month of September, he is the best hitter in baseball.
Dude, in the last 3 years, he's got an 843 OPS, over 1,000 at-bats. He's had a batting average of 287, a good on base, and a good slugging. And we're paying him...
Why would you give that up? Nothing. We're paying him Yates money.
Less. We're paying him less than
We're paying
him
right
less
now.
than Yates, and that's what's messed up, right? It's like, I remember everyone being like, oh, let's trade the Lord. But I'm like, but you are getting all of this for like nothing.
That's why everyone wanted the Lord on other teams. Yeah, it would get the deal done because of how good he is.
Because everyone's like, wait, so you're going to trade like an 826 career OPS guy who's getting paid nothing
for the next 3 years and in arbitration?
And he's also 27 years old and still hasn't hit his prime yet?
Yeah, I'll trade that.
Okay,
you know?
We'll take him.
Yeah, come on.
We're both big fans of the Lord. He's awesome. I think, you know what, I've been saying him for a while. Like, one of his
Baseball Domain says, I thought you were throwing slander on the Lord. My bad, dude. Baseball Domain, we literally have a sound effect dedicated to the Lord.
Yeah.
It's literally, we would not do this
God,
if it wasn't for...
You're never going to hear me throw slander on the Lord. Like, he's got to be doing God. Even when he was doing god-awful this year, I refused to like write him off at any capacity.
Yeah.
I was like, nope, I believe in the Lord. He's gonna figure it out. And here we are right now at an 810 OPS, a really nice batting average, great production. Yeah, the Lord is
this
solid.
is a down year for him compared to
This is a down year, dude. This
year.
is a down year, you know? And that's what I mean. It's like, okay, like this is a down year. Sure.
It'll be better next year.
Yeah.
Like everyone, like that's the thing. COVID kind of messed everyone's rhythm up.
Yeah.
Like next year, we're fine. That's why I'm so confident going into next year. Like everything will be fine. No more clunkers.
Well, and when you look at, and you know, now that we're on the train of the Lord, like sometimes I just like to look at this shit by myself when I don't even have anything to do.
I just like to look at his.
But it's like, look at that second half. Look at that second half.
321 batting average, an OPS of 960.
960.
48 runs driven in. I'm pretty sure he's like one of the leaders in MLB in the second half.
He is the leader, dude.
In runs driven in.
He is the leader.
Damn,
yes.
There you go.
It's like he is the fucking leader. It's like since the All-Star break, the Lord has been like the actual Lord. He's been the Lord.
OPS plus of 158.
Yeah,
Holy
and it's
crap.
like I don't want to write off what he did in the first half. Like obviously that still contributes to his, to his stats.
Not the worst,
but it's not the worst, and it's also too, it's like when we're looking at coming into next year, I'm gonna look at how you finished, and the Lord has finished pretty bloody strong.
He's finished amazing.
So I'd be feeling very good about Lourdes Gurriel Jr. being in that 850 OPS range next year for sure.
And Josh was saying you cannot break up Vlad and the Lord. And you know what? Same with Tio. Throw Tio in there. Those three dudes are so tight. You see it all over. You see it on the bench. You see it on the field.
There's a camaraderie,
They're so
man.
tight.
Yeah.
You don't split that shit up because that for the management, that's like you don't care about my friends. It's like that hurts you. Yeah. That hurts you. You split that shit up? Yeah. Can't do that.
Also, Lazy Millennial says Lourdes will come back stronger with his cyborg right hand. Dude, that'd be actually pretty dope if you got the whole Luke Skywalker hand going on or something like that, you know? Sean Pratt saying Lourdes is 27, Tio is 28. If you can only pay one, the answer is clearly Tio. I mean, if you can only pay one...
Let's forget their contracts right now and you had to pay one.
Okay, I mean...
Yeah,
probably.
I'd have to go Tio.
Probably, yeah. I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's closer than people think.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, we're not in that situation, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're not in that spot. Like, we have Lourdes Gurriel Jr. paid.
We don't have to worry about Lourdes because when we said this question earlier, we answered this was about like who, the next 5 years, who are going to be the World Series winners. And I said 2024. The Lord will be with us till 2024. The Lord. So we gotta keep him.
Yeah,
we gotta keep him.
I agree, man. I agree. You want to start getting ready to go out and
party more?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So this has been the Wine on Wine. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been a great time.
Yeah.
We love seeing all your comments. We love talking about it. This is like the most leisure kind of podcast, and I love it. I love just like
we do just hang out in this.
We just hang out, and I love that you guys are all hanging out with us. It's great.
Love your logo, Joshua. Like it actually makes me feel good inside my body when I see a little
Charmander.
Pokemon.
Is it like hot like Charmander? Like it feels warm and fuzzy?
It's just like how you just have those things that make you feel calm. Like at any given moment.
Febreze, Hawaiian breeze. That's
and I'm sure that probably reminds you of like your fucking mom or something.
My mom,
crap,
the
right?
basement, and getting drunk in the basement.
Yeah, and it's like you just have you have these things, where it's like you feel good about it, and freaking Pokemons and Charmander, like I just see that and I'm like, like it's all okay, like we're good, don't worry about it,
No,
I gotta level up my Deoxys, it's fine.
The hell's a Deoxys?
It's a really good Pokemon, bro. It's a really good Pokemon. So yeah, I'm sure that Joshua knows all about it. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. The Jays are gonna be on in a little bit over an hour. It should be an exceptional game. Jordan says no, do another hour. You know what? That makes us feel really good, man. That you enjoy what's going on.
Yeah.
But I mean, I got a new job. It's Friday night. We want to go out. We want to party. We want to celebrate.
We're gonna party,
and we'll be back with some more content coming very soon for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you next time,
guys. On the line. Oh yeah. So Nick just smacked the Wii.
I hit it with my hand, bro.
It's okay. Mistakes happen.
It's a Wii.
Guys, we'll be live. Yeah, how often do we use the Wii?
Not
Barely
that
ever.
often, bro.
Barely
Not
ever.
that often, yeah.
But guys, we'll be live next week a lot, and it's not going to be jinxed. It's not going to be jinxed.
Not gonna be jinxed next week, guys.
So guys, thank you so much for watching.
Oh, go Jays, go!
I gotta keep it going for a little bit.